Hey Donna, can you toss me that remote? Let's see. Guys, I am live. This is live with Random Nation. Yep, I was first. Alrighty. I'm trying to get there. Trying to get everything set up. I guess I should have done that before I started live. Well. Wow. There we go. Hi, Beast. How you doing? We got a second person in here. Come on, don't be shy. Say hi to the crowd. It's officially a crowd. We now have 3 total people, me and you two. Yeah, it's been a long night tonight, guys. Very, very long night. How's everybody doing? Y'all can hear me, right? I really don't know, to be honest with you. It's got me pissed off. By the way, here's a link to that page. That's what I was doing when I come in. Here's a link to that page if you want to go over there and report that person. That's what we're trying to get everybody to do. Plus, go over to Bama's page if you can and take her that video that she did on that, where she said her identity was stolen on YouTube. Take that video and share it on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, anything you can possibly do. Google Plus, whatever you got. We're trying to get that to go as far as we can, because I mean, that's just something that should be out there. The fact that, you know, you could be doing your channel, doing everything good, and then somebody could just that easily try to steal your stuff. And as you've seen, YouTube, their response was they don't care. And that really, really bothered me, because, I mean, you'd figure, as big as a company as they are, that they would at least, you know, look into it or ask me for the person's URL address to where they can go look at it themselves or something. It is bullshit. But so you go to their about, and it says click to watch video. And as far as I know, it don't take me to porn like I thought it did. Let me, so I have an app that might be able to download that. 1 second here. Well, I think my thing's in the way, so I can't download that video, but I will download it in a few minutes. Let's see. Nobody else gonna comment? There we go. Hey Edward, Rome thing every day. Little Gohan. I know most of y'all know what's going on and everything with the whole Bama thing. It's well, as far as reporting channels, they got those 3 dots that's up here in the top right hand corner. You can report them that way on their videos if they have videos. Unfortunately, they don't have a video on that one. If you go to their channel, on the other hand, it's also those 3 dots, and you can press. Hold on, I'm not reporting you. I'm just going to use you as an example. So you can press report there if you click on their thing. But if you go to their channel, well, I say you can report channel. Apparently, Beast, you're getting a good little shout out here. Help them feedback. There you go. Go to the channel's about page, click on the flag icon, and click on report user. If their about isn't in the navigation, just add /about at the end of their URL. So let's see how this works. Do they even have... I don't see a flag icon anywhere on his page. So let's come back to the chat. I'm trying to figure out, because it's supposed to be to where you can do it that way, but I know that's slow. No, we're not in it. Let's see, we'll go back to this again. Let's see what if it's got the flag on theirs. See, it won't. Yeah, see, I don't see nothing that says anything about report. It says block user. So I'd probably have to do it through, yeah, you can report me all you want. It ain't gonna make no difference. I mean, honestly, like I told the people on YouTube earlier when I was talking to them live, quite frankly, I don't think that report button actually does anything. I think it's just what you call a placebo. If you don't know what a placebo is, it's where you tell somebody that something is going to do something specific. And of course they press that button and they just assume that it actually done that. Yeah, the thing is Amy has tried to report this channel and it won't let her. It's like me, it's not even showing me the icon to report anybody. Like, I could go like here to any one of y'all and report you if I wanted to, but of course I don't want to because I love you guys, man. Y'all are great. But what I will say is, if you don't know what's going on, go over to Amy's channel. She did a video about it. It's her newest video. We're trying to get that one to go viral because we want everybody that possibly can to know about that, because honestly what's going on is wrong. I mean, YouTube, when I called them, literally pretty much said they didn't care. And then of course I love it in the end of my stream I said, so what you're saying is YouTube can't or won't do anything? And she said, yeah, exactly. I said, that's sad. And what's really sad is, like I was talking to Ant-Man earlier and I explained to him, I was like, look, you know, they try to say that they actually watch this stuff, but I mean, you can go on YouTube right now and type in some really messed up stuff. I mean, stuff you definitely shouldn't see on YouTube. I'm not going to say none of the stuff because I don't want no kids go in there just to see what they can see. But, let's just say I've seen dead people on YouTube, and YouTube is perfectly fine with it. In fact, some of them even have monetization on. And I see ads on their stuff, and I'm just going, wow, really, you know? So, and apparently something's going on with my chat, because it keeps stopping. What's up, 3Logy? I was over here, my chat tends to stick on me. Yeah, just report Yorubama. Exactly, and that's what I'm saying is I actually posted a comment on her video, and I said it's time that YouTube learns that even the small channels like us have a voice. And our voice is a lot louder than they think it is. Because just because we only have so many subscribers doesn't mean we don't have that many friends. Because the way I see it, like me, just on Facebook, I have over 150 friends on Facebook. Yeah, I'm sorry if it's freezing. I don't really have any control on that. Because, I mean, as you can see, I got perfect signal on mine. Hey, Eric, how you doing? Okay, that's what I kind of figured. Which, I mean, if you can do it on a PC, I can do it on my phone. I just have to do it through Firefox to where I can actually put it in desktop version is what they call it. So, hey Tobar, how you doing? But yeah, like I said, if you haven't seen the video that Amy posted, it's her latest video. I did a live stream earlier where I was talking to YouTube and Google. And I wasn't even going to live stream it. I was just telling them I was live streaming it to begin with, but they kept kind of just ignoring the situation, so I just went ahead and live streamed it. I'm mentioned in it, huh? I will definitely have to check that out here in a minute. Oh, that's awesome. I watched that one. I know for a fact I watched that one right there. Why is it not? YouTube is having so many glitches. Because I commented on that one. I don't think I've seen that one yet, though. Or that one. I did see that one. Because I was laughing because it reminded me of the old Cartoon Network train back in the day. I don't know if any of y'all remember it. Most of my friends don't even remember it. And we used to watch it together. And I'm going, dude, it was a little cartoon train that was on Saturday morning cartoons. It wasn't really a cartoon. It was a advertisement for the channel that we was watching. And I don't remember what channel it was. I think it was USA or something. But it had a little cartoon train. But that's what it reminded me of. Yeah, I access everything on mobile also for right now. I mean, I do go over to, I use Firefox because it's the easiest for me. It literally, actually I can show you because I don't think I have anything pulled up that would be bad to show. Of course I have my, yeah, okay, I can deal with that. But I can click up here on these three dots and I can just press request desktop site. And it literally pulls up my desktop site. But I figured out what Ant-Man was talking about, the partner verified. But as you can see, I'm enabled for everything just about. I'll be happy when I get to 1,000 subs. Because then I'll be able to, Hey Trends Plays, how you doing? Well, we don't really think it's a bot. We think it's an actual person. Exactly. And I made it clear. I sat there. If the way I see it, like I said, I have 100 and something subscribers just on my, or I say subscribers. I have 100 something friends, maybe 200 something friends on Facebook. So I'm actually taking Amy's video and I'm posting it on Facebook for everybody on my Facebook to see, and then I'm going to ask them to share it for other people to see. And, you know, if any of y'all, you know, would do the same thing, you know, share it on your Facebook, share it on your Twitter accounts, Google Plus, whatever you got, you know. That way we can get it out there so everybody can see what's going on with that. You know, because these small YouTubers need to know this kind of stuff that, you know, YouTube really doesn't care. I actually had to download that video I did where I was talking to YouTube because I know they're going to be removing it. because they'll say it violates violates some kind of term or condition or something. Yeah, I seen where you said that you was gonna stream. You do too have friends, Beast. You're friends with the aliens. I've had a few ideas of who the problem was. One of the people I thought was the problem actually kind of surprised me a little bit. I'm not really sure if they're one of the problems anymore. I think they might have joked around a little bit and everything, but if you have an idea, if you think you might know who it is and everything, you can send me a comment on one of my other videos, and of course I'll delete it after I see it that way, because I don't want, people out there just harassing somebody, especially if we end up finding out it's not them, you know what I mean? I mean, I don't even want to harass them even if I find out exactly who it is. I just want the channel down to where Amy's not being put on there like smut like that, because I mean, to me, Amy doesn't do anything wrong. She's very sweet. She's very kind. She only gets on YouTube trying to help people out. And YouTube does definitely need to start focusing more around the smaller channels. Because I've noticed, back 5 years ago, I had a channel. It wasn't very big. I only had like maybe 40-something subscribers. And I never monetized anything on it because I didn't know nothing about it. Yeah, that'll work. Like I said, I just don't want everybody harassing anybody, anything like that, because, like I said, even if I were to find out who it was, I wouldn't harass them. I would probably end up going to the police, or like the lady on YouTube said, going to the FBI. Like, that's really going to do any good. Yeah, I noticed you said something about you broke your hand. I thought that was freaking awesome. I left a comment in there. It should have went through. It might be in your spam folder, but I did leave a comment for you on it. I thought that was pretty awesome, because I said awesome, a night video or something like that in the comment. My main issue that I've been having an issue with myself is I keep forgetting to monetize my videos. I know I'm not technically monetized yet to where I get paid for them, but I just keep forgetting to monetize them. And then about a week later, after I've got a crap load of views, I'm going, oh yeah, I forgot to monetize this. So all those views, if I was getting paid, would have counted for absolutely nothing. Of course, I know my live streams don't really count for nothing right now anyway, but once I actually do get fully monetized, from what I understand, I can set it up to where they're automatically monetized. And then when I get to 1,000 subscribers, I can get the super chat things to where I can actually... Yeah, that's kind of what I said and everything to begin with, and we actually were kind of leaving them alone. And I mean, one of the things she's been doing is those Your Melina videos, where they're the spam things. And somebody actually made the comment that, well, maybe it's one of those, and they noticed the fact she's calling them out. And yeah, like I said, I got to remember to start monetizing. Alright, King Baller. I'll see you in a minute. Yeah, earlier I was surprised because I ended up having like almost 30-something people in my chat at one time. So how'd you break your hand, Trends? Yeah, unfortunately with some of these, the more you ignore them, the more they try to pick on you. And with some of them, the more you comment to them, the more they're going to try to push back. We actually had one that we, called out and put out there and everything, and he finally, after about 2 months, come back and apologized for everything that he had done. So I just kind of, yeah, exactly. And guys, if y'all know Amy's channel, I'm just gonna say it this way: if you go to a channel or if you get a comment from somebody in your section, okay, if they don't have a video on their thing, leave a comment back to them where they made a comment to you saying, "Hey, I appreciate you coming to my channel. Let me know what you think of the video." 9 times out of 10, if it's a robot, it won't answer back. But if it's a person, they're going to answer back. Hey, Anon, how you doing? That's my Anon's my favorite anonymous member right there. Yeah, Amy, she was so upset from it and everything. She decided she wanted to go for a ride. So, and there's Anonymous Hacker. How you doing? That's horrible. Well, right now, Trends Plays, you're not the only person with a broke hand as far as I know. Yes, Anon, I know you're always watching, and I do appreciate that. Because I know sometimes you'll be in there and you won't even say anything, but I know you're still there because it's showing that I have an extra person that's not talking in chat. And I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure I know who that is. It's either going to be you or to be my other friend that I work with, because he tends to just kind of turn my chat on and let it play. You can't even pick up your cheese. And y'all, normally I actually go through people's channels and show their channels and stuff and everything. The only reason why I'm not tonight is simply because the last couple of times I've had any kind of issues on my channel is usually that moment when I go over to the other person's channel trying to check out their channel, and then the person decides to comment while I can't see what's going on. Not really. I mean, she's about as okay as she can be. I mean, she's pretty upset about the whole thing because, I mean, she feels like that people are going to remember her as being one of those, like, Your Melina type bots or whatever. And they're not going to think of her being, of course, Amy. And then, of course, it also has the fact that those Your Melina things usually have porn and stuff on the link that's in the thing. So she feels like they're trying to make her seem like she's some kind of porn addict or something. I don't know. And I understand exactly where she's coming from, because the person literally took her picture and made the channel. And, yeah, she's upset, but she left earlier and ended up going to, I don't know where she went. She said she was going off with her daughter. She wanted to get some time where she was away from all the chaos for a little bit. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that one out. I'll definitely have to check that one out, because I don't tolerate bullies. I never have. When I was in school, I used to get bullied, and ever since I was a kid, I've just had this thing of knowing that people I've had people that I care about, being bullied and stuff. So I've always kind of I'm trying to think of what I'm saying because I'm trying to be appropriate. I'm trying not to cuss too much because I know they slip out sometimes, but you know, and I have some people that think that I'm a butthole and stuff, and just because I put stuff kind of point blank, I don't really sugarcoat anything, as most of you know, because I'm sure y'all have seen quite a few videos where I just say exactly how I feel and not really care if it hurts somebody's feelings. And it's not that I'm trying to be a bully to anybody at all, because, you know, even myself, I've had times where I realized, hey, I was a bully and I wasn't even trying to be. So, but Anon, I really appreciate you asking about if Amy was okay and all that stuff. So, I'll let her know that you was checking on her. Well, I have my moments. It just depends on how aggravated I get with something, because when I get too aggravated, I tend to act before I think. And even Amy can tell you, I just kind of do what I want to do instead of what I should do. It's kind of like the video earlier where I was kind of called out YouTube and said, look, you know, y'all can fix this and you're just completely ignoring the situation here. I probably shouldn't have done that, but at the same time, I'm glad I did, because it does call to the point that YouTube really does try to beat around the bush about stuff and not really actually listen to what you're saying. Because that report button, yes, I think you should click it on as far as if somebody's doing you wrong, but I have come to the conclusion, I believe it is a, what's the word I'm looking for? I said it earlier. You know, it's like a sugar pill. It's a placebo. You know, it's just something to make you feel better. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of my issue. I have that little heck with it bucket list that I kind of. I mean, I'll tell you a story. About 2-3 years ago, me and Amy was at a gas station. We ran across this guy that, you know, is supposed to be friends with us and everything, but he's been going through some troubles. He's homeless and stuff, right? And me and Amy had been helping him for a while, you know, giving him money, helping him get a place to stay, and, you know, he never really showed any kind of appreciation. And I felt bad for him, but I decided that night I was going to help him out. So I figured that maybe he just didn't have a way of getting on the internet. So I got on the internet on my phone and helped him fill out a bunch of applications. Well, a couple days later, I ran across him because I got a phone call for him that said, hey, he's got an interview at such and such date, da da da. The thing was, the person that called me and offered him the interview was one of my friends that actually ran the business that he was getting offered the job at. And the guy said, hey, let him know, come out here, I'll interview him and I'll hire him, you know, as long as he shows up for the interview. Well, I let him know. I don't tell him that it's my friend. I just tell him. I was like, look, man, hey, we got you an interview lined up for, I think it was on a Friday night that he had the interview. I said, just go down there, talk to the man, and he'll probably give you a job. He said, yeah, I'll go down there and fill out and get the job, da da da. He didn't even show. He didn't go to the interview or anything. And all he had to do was show up. Well, then when I talked to him again, he lies to me and tells me he went to the interview, but the guy was a butthole and pretty much told him he done hired everybody he was going to hire. The guy that, you know, actually lined him up with the job was a preacher friend of mine. He was like really good guy, you know what I'm saying? He's not going to sit there and lie to me and say that he didn't show up for the interview if he had showed up for the interview. He's not going to lie about that. You know, so he done told me that he never showed up for the interview. He said, I'll give him one more chance. So I let him know. I was like, dude, you got one more chance. He said, if you come down to the interview, that you can get the job. He said, well, I'm not going back down there because the guy was rude last time. I was like, all right, well, I'll take you down there. Well, I come out there to pick him up. I pick him up, take him down there to where the interview's at, and I see him. He walks to the door, he looks back, and he thinks that I'm not looking, so he sneaks around beside the car and just kind of sits there and talks to somebody for a while. And after about 15-20 minutes, he comes out from behind that car and then walks back over to the car and gets in. I let it go. I didn't say nothing. A few days later, I seen him at the gas station again, and he smarted off to me. He said, "That guy was just so rude, da 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 da." And it just hit the wrong nerve, because he was pretty much picking on this guy that hadn't done nothing wrong. He just offered him a job. All he had to do was go in for the job. I'm trying to get the man off the street, and the job was great. All he had to do for the job was go clean up after some horses and basically water the guy's garden. And not only was he going to pay him $200 something a week, he was also going to give him a place to stay. He was going to give him a car to drive wherever he needed to go. And he was going to give him all the food that he needed. So basically, he had $200 a week to where he could just go out and just have fun with. I mean, it's pretty much it's a life job, you know. You just kind of, one time a day for about maybe 2 hours a day, you might have to get up and work. But you're getting $200 a week. You know, and the guy threw it out the window. And have a good one, Trends.
You been drinking it out?
No.
You alive?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi.
Hola.
But, yeah, I kind of got really mad, and needless to say, me and the guy ended up getting in a fight, and I kind of beat him up, and I felt bad about it later, but at the same time, I didn't, because the fact that I was like, dude, the man deserved it, because there's no reason. I mean, I was trying to help the man. I done everything I could to help him, and after that, you know, I told him, like, look, man, I don't mind getting you a sandwich here and there, but I'm not going to keep giving you money. I'm not going to support you in your life just because you don't want to get a job, you know. So, yeah, like I said, I was a bully that day because of the fact that I did beat him up and everything, but at the same time, I wasn't a bully because of the fact that I was standing up for what I believed in. But this person that's doing this to Amy, he's just being mean. Mean, rude, and irresponsible as far as caring about other people. Well, have a good one, Eric. You have a good night, and I'll check out that video here in a little bit. I'll leave you a comment on there after I watch it. And I do appreciate everybody's support and everything on all this stuff. Let me see if I can pull up this again.
Jag är där. Aha. Wait, Kevin, you're monetized?
There we go. I had to find my stream there for a second. Now watch, I'm going to have issues for it pulling up my video here. Yeah, so here's the link to Amy's video over there. Like I said, if any of y'all want to actually share that and everything, you know, that'd be great. Hey, Jordan.
You on there?
He's literally sitting on the other side of the room talking to me, by the way. That Jordan is. He's actually Mighty Mouse's and Dragonator's friend that lives across the street from us.
He's annoying.
I'm not.
He is kind of annoying.
Kind of, sort of. Right?
But it's okay. We still love him.
Yes. Who said that? We loved him.
Well, I was trying to make him feel better.
It's really worth playing.
Yeah, and it's one thing. Yes, Anonymous Hacker, you can tell a story.
No, we cannot.
Right? Okay, so it says, okay, I'm at my school, and I know this kid. He has a baseball card on the back of his backpack with all his info. Oh, so he has one of those, if you get lost cards on the back of his backpack. Yeah, I used to have one of those too when I was a kid. I hated it. Yeah, see, I've never understood the concept of putting it where you can just plain out see it. Well, I probably wouldn't have answered the phone at 9 o'clock at night either back when I was younger, so. I mean, most people I know usually go to bed around 9. I knew you were still there, Rome. I've gotten pretty good about being able to tell who's still in the chat and who's not, just by watching how many it says I have in the chat. It's kind of like, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Anon's still in here somewhere. Because, well, I say that and then somebody disappears. But like I said, I believe Anon's still in here. I'm still listening to you, Anonymous Hacker. I'm just kind of trying to read everything else, too. And by the way, when you get done with that fried chicken, I want some of that fried chicken. Well, Dragonator, you should know how he's doing. He's sitting right beside you. Yeah, see, this is what lazy people will do when they don't want to walk to the end of the house. Hey, Dragonator, come make me some tea. No, I'm just kidding. It varies, to be honest with you, but for the most part, it's usually Bama.
Beast is pretty active on your channel.
Yeah, Beast is very active on my channel. So is Great and Fabulous. So is Rome Thing. Anonymous Hacker is pretty good. Dr. Fish. Dr. Fish has slowed down a little bit, but he's also got a lot going on right now, too, though.
Ant-Man. Great and Fabulous.
Aiden has been busy helping another person's channel out here for a little while. But he's still watching. He's always watching.
Gaming Bud, may I say?
Yeah, Gaming Buds is always there. It depends on what you're talking about. If you're talking about live chat, it's pretty much all the ones we named. Then, of course, if you're talking about my videos, then there's no telling, to be honest with you. You were so mean, Anonymous Hacker.
Oh, yeah.
Made you feel bad about it, though, didn't it? By the way, I'm going to upload a video here after a little while of my little pet that I got the other day. It is not a rat. If he's a rat, then all these other ones are rats.
They are rats. He's evil.
We're not out of tea, Chris. Here we are, halfway. Hey, your other fidget spinners in there.
I might do, you comment on my videos, Beast. But then again, I always do videos that make you laugh, so.
What?
Really?
Yeah, he said, why we are out of test of wine.
Because Jordan drunk it all.
Nuh-uh. I only had one glass.
Just one?
Yeah,
That was a big dang glass.
I'm sure it was. It was the whole jug.
So basically what you did, you put ice in the
Yeah.
other tea jug and poured the tea from one tea jug into the other and then drunk it out of that
that's how
one?
thirsty I was.
I didn't show up on the live feed. How you doing, Cody? Yeah, I bet you was scared. I've had some pretty scary situations like that when I was a kid. You know, as you all know, I'm a little bit older and everything, but when I was a kid, I was standing on a bridge. I think I was about 9 years old, and I was taking rocks and throwing them off the bridge. And there was a construction company that was right next door to the bridge, and I threw a bunch of rocks at some of their construction equipment and busted the windows out. And then the police showed up a little while later, and I thought it was because I busted the windows out on that thing, but it turned out because of the fact that I was throwing rocks off the bridge. They never even noticed the fact that I busted the windows.
Wow.
They didn't say nothing to me other than you shouldn't be throwing rocks off the bridge because you could hit a car. And then they took me back to my mom, and my mom got on to me.
She probably grounded you.
See, I told you Anon is here. We're still here.
Anon. Oh.
I said he's always here. He's been busy helping other channels too. He moderates for a lot of channels. I have noticed that. Almost every channel that I've gone to that he's in there in the chat, he is a moderator. But I will say this much, he is one of the best moderators that you can get if you ever have him as a moderator.
Kevin. Have you noticed something about the fridge?
And Anon, we know nothing scares you. Your hand's broken from not being scared. But by God, I'm glad you took care of what you took care of, because that man definitely deserved it.
You know there's a bat wing thing right here?
Yeah, that little thingy right there.
Yeah.
I think the scariest thing that I did was
Walk down a PP road.
No. The scariest thing I did, as far as me thinking I was going to get in trouble, was when I was in the 7th or 8th grade, and it was the last day of school, and everybody was already supposed to have their lockers cleaned out. And I asked if I can go to the bathroom, and instead of going to the bathroom, I just went down all the hall lockers, opened them up, taking stuff out that was still there. Yeah. It was 4 men. I didn't know it was 4 men. I know it's supposed to be Anon because of the fact it stands for anonymous. I still miss your old picture, though. That still throws me off every time I see that. I'm expecting to see the other picture. How's it going, Amber? Yeah, I watched your video where you was driving up the... It looked like the mountain. And I swear I've seen that place before. Of course, we do both live in Alabama, so there's a good chance we might have seen it.
Is this your other phone?
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about wiping it at some point, giving it to the boys and letting them swap with me so they have one that don't have a broken screen.
Or you just give this one the wheel.
Or
Give one to me and have
Yeah, that's
Chris
what
one.
yeah.
or I can just wipe it and give it to the boys because I can't afford
Oh,
for
go
two.
on, phone.
I can't afford 2 phones right now.
Maybe one day. One day we'll.
Yeah, Amber is a pretty good channel. Exactly. You said that's your yard? Wow. I swear it looks familiar, though.
I subscribe.
Oh, my freaking hand. I just laid on my hand until it fell asleep.
Kevin.
What, Jordan?
Huh? Nothing. Huh? I was just doing that.
Trying to get my attention.
Yeah, hi. It worked.
I love it.
Jordan, shh. Don't let her out.
Yeah, I've definitely been to P1's stream before. Yeah, that poor guy. I sat there. I mean, I don't mean to laugh because I know it's not really funny or anything, but he has so much stuff going on. I'm sitting there watching. I was watching it one day, and like every other person that commented there for about 30 minutes was being blocked or banned. I was like, wow, okay. I don't know if you had seen Bama Girl's latest video, the one where she was talking about her. She was, this video here, I'll just leave the link for it. It's a lot easier this way. But, it's basically somebody has stole her identity. And, on YouTube. You know, not like credit card, that kind of stuff, but on YouTube. And, they're trying to make her look bad because they're actually going around to other people's channels and leaving comments as Amy and trying to get them to unsubscribe to her because they're leaving some pretty messed up comments. So if you get somebody that, you know, literally has one subscriber, maybe two, then it's not Amy. Yeah, I personally am I like to survive off everything I can create. So yeah, I understand how it is to be a off-gridder. Well, thank you, Jordan. Yeah, it's pretty awful. She actually left and went with her daughter somewhere, I don't know. She just kind of wanted to get away from the house and away from everything for a little bit. I have talked her into staying on YouTube because she was actually going to quit YouTube. So I did actually talk her into staying for now at least. So we're actually trying to get her video up there to go viral, basically, to where other people know to watch out for people being bullies and stuff to them, because she don't want somebody else to go through what she's going through. Because I literally, if you go back and watch my last live stream, it was literally me talking to YouTube and telling them about the situation, and then YouTube literally saying, no big deal. It's like, we ain't gonna do nothing about it, you know. So it was pretty messed up. Yeah, the person that stole her identity literally took her picture, took her name, and made a complete other channel, and she only has, that channel only has like one subscriber. Hey, Jenna. I'm doing fine. Amy is gone right now with her daughter, so she'll be back here eventually. Yeah, for real. Like I said, that's the link for it. I'm trying to post that link every once in a while so anybody that's new in the channel can see it. But that's the link for her newest video. Like I said, I've been telling everybody to take it and post it on their Facebook, their YouTube, their Twitter, Instagram, whatever they got. You know, if they got Google Plus or whatever it is. You know, that way we can spread the word as to what all is happening. And, of course, if they want to, they can put a link to mine where I did my live stream where I was talking to you. Man, I laid into YouTube and Google. I said, look, man, I said, this ain't right. I've called y'all for support, and all you're telling me is you're not going to do anything about it, that all I can do is press the report button. Hey, Twippy, how you doing? But yeah, like I said, she'll still be commenting on y'all's videos and everything. But if you know how Amy is when she comments, she'll recognize it when it's her that comments compared to somebody else. There we go. Hey, welcome back, Jenna. Well, guys, I've got 8 people in here according to that, but I got 9 people in here according to that. Of course, I know who that 9th person is. So, I took a bath earlier, youngin'. Oh, Lord, you have to give me a little bit. I don't really remember what it was right now off the top of my head. Yeah, and so that's another thing that bothers me is the fact they keep going after her, and I keep commenting saying, look, if you want to go after somebody, come after me. Because it don't bother me none. The way I see it, when you come in here and you start, spamming my chat and, all this stuff, you're still giving me a view. So it's not bothering me none at all. And when I close the chat out, well, I appreciate that, Jenna, and I know Amy will. I appreciate that, too. I've actually, like I said, talked her into staying on YouTube because she was actually going to... Yeah, it's a rough one. It's a rough one. I mean, I believe eventually if I get enough people supporting the whole situation and everything, if I get enough people pointed out there, that's why I say I was trying to get that video out there. You're going to randomly come in with the chicken as the bomb. It's okay, I love the chicken too. Now, where's my fried chicken? Like I said, if we get enough people supporting that video and showing it, because I posted it on my I posted on my Google Plus, and I posted on my Twitter, and I posted on my Facebook, and I'm trying to get as many people to watch it as possible. So she said she's not quitting right now, so that's because I talked her into it, and I'm pretty sure she will definitely, because as you know, I always have my screen recording, so she'll be able to see what's said in the chat. That's why I do that, by the way. If anybody's ever wondering why I'm showing my chat in the video, it's because for people that miss what was said in the chat, they can go back through and see what was going on. That way, if I'm talking, they're not going, what is he talking about? They can actually look up there and see it. I honestly could do the video thing. I could honestly do the video thing, but I don't really like it too much, honestly. Mainly because I can't never get the darn thing to... There we go. There we go. Now you can see me. Wow, you had somebody... Yeah, you had somebody doing the same... That's how Amy started. She had just random comments where people were saying some really messed up stuff and everything. And get some more people. Yeah, see, that's why I keep telling Amy. I was like, there's no point in throwing away all your hard work that you put into it. I said, honestly, me... As stupid as it may seem, I would have been kind of flattered with it, because that, to me, means that apparently they must really be jealous, so they really wish they could be like Amy. Plus, as you all know, you got the Your Melina videos that Amy talks about all the time, where they have porn in the thing, and that's the way they set that video, or that channel up. So, I told Amy, it's like, well, apparently they think that you look good enough to be a porn star, and... they're that jealous of you that they would spend that much time to make sure that they set up a channel for you. No, unfortunately, Unfortunately, I didn't. I wasn't there. I was actually working on a lady's house doing the electrical work and everything at the time, and she come up and let me know what was going on, so I definitely will. Like I said, she'll be able to see the chat, so she'll definitely be able to see what's going on. Made 6 sandwiches. See, I love that. So you got 2 for you, 2 for your old lady, and 2 for me. Yeah, that's right. You said 6 sandwiches, so that works out perfectly. Hey, look, that's the first time I've ever seen it that way. I got 11 likes and 11 comments. Bet you if I click, or viewers, I should say. Mine's telling me I got 7 likes, but that's because I ain't reset the thing. Yeah, Amy always takes pictures of the comments and stuff, so. Right. Yeah, so you've seen the comments that were being said too, so. Yeah, like I said, it is a pretty messed up situation. It's like me, the stream that I did earlier where I was talking to YouTube. That's what I was telling Amy earlier. I said I could almost guarantee that YouTube will end up pulling that stream down. And she said, why? I was like, because I was pretty much calling YouTube out, letting them know that they're ignoring the smaller YouTubers and not taking care of what they need to be taken care of. They're more worried about making money than they are keeping people safe and happy. You know, and she said, yeah, you got a point. I said, so what I did after I finished uploading my live stream earlier, I actually went and downloaded a copy of it onto my cloud account to where I can save it. That way when it comes down to it, I always have a copy. That way if they erase it, honestly, my way of fixing that is I'm just going to make a new channel specifically for the videos where I talk crap about YouTube. So, if I have to do that, I will come back and leave y'all the, yeah, that call was great. I had so many people in the comments that were, I couldn't tell if they were laughing or what, because I seen people saying, yeah, I get them, that's exactly what you should be doing, and I'm going, okay. I was trying to keep from laughing at some of the comments. One of them said, burn, and I did love the part, though, at the end of the video where I asked the comment, I said, so basically you're saying that YouTube ain't going to do anything because they can't or just don't care. And the lady agreed with me and without even realizing what she was agreeing with too. But she kept telling me to be quiet, like she going to tell me something she hadn't already said 10 times. Hashtag don't go Amy. Yeah, she ain't going nowhere. I done told her if she shuts down hers, hell, half of YouTube will probably end up shutting down. I mean, she's got 600 and something subs. Actually, what's funny is she was afraid that her sub count would go down from people leaving comments, from that whatever it is, leaving comments. It went pretty good, I talked to him about it and everything, and, he explained to me what the verified check mark is. Of course, I have a verified check mark. Amy has a verified check mark, so we're both good on that one. I don't know if the other channel has a verified check mark, so. Oh, Lord. We got hashtag don't go Amy going crazy in the chat. Yeah, they definitely don't want to come away from that script at all, do they? I mean, that's the sad thing. I felt like I was doing another one of those trolling videos where I was trolling the scammer That's what I felt like about halfway through, but I'm not talking to a scammer, Kevin. You can't troll this person, even though I really wanted to. It's okay. It's still on here for now, so if you want to go back and watch it, you can definitely go back and watch it. If it does come down, or if you go to it and it says this video has been removed for violation of copyright or whatever, just let me know. And I promise it will be going right back up pretty quick. Because until they actually do something about this whole issue, I don't have a problem calling out YouTube. I told Amy, I was like, I'm going to create another channel just so I don't lose all my stuff that I've actually worked on as far as my own channel and everything. Because I have put a lot of work into this channel. I mean, yeah, I know my videos could be better as far as me putting an intro on. Honestly, the only reason why I don't put an intro on is my phone is so slow and it just takes forever. Now, once I have a computer, I'll be able to do it a lot. Well, I don't know if it'll be faster, but for me, it'll feel like it's faster. I just hate using a phone for this kind of stuff. But I've gotten so used to using a phone, I can do just about everything on a phone that I can on a computer. Minus, really truly good Photoshop type stuff, but there's a lot of people that can. I just can't. A Dragonator or a fighter, what do you need some of? Yeah, that's the problem is I wish you'd have been there, Anon. I really do wish you'd have been there. The other night, I think it was like two, maybe 3 nights ago, Amy did a live stream and she had somebody coming there and they were putting some really racist and hurtful words in her chat. She was able to block and report most of them, but then we got down to this last one that said that he was going to hack her account and all that kind of stuff. And she went to report him, and he put the N-word and all kind of messed up stuff, okay? And she went to report him, and she couldn't. She went to block the comment, and she couldn't. She tried to just get rid of him out of chat. She couldn't. She couldn't even time out or anything. And I went in, because she was talking about it. I went in at that point trying to do the same thing, and it was still not. No, we didn't get the IP address of that one, because to be able to get the IP address, you have to be able to go to their channel, and when you click on their channel, that person's channel said this channel does not exist. So, we don't know how they were typing in her chat, but they weren't doing it through standard means. If you're wondering, I'm playing with a fidget spinner. I've been sitting here spinning this thing for the last, I don't know how long. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, it was a little loud in the beginning when they have the music. But honestly, I have to say it was probably one of my best videos as far as calling YouTube. Because I had one where I called Metro PCS fast. And the way it worked was basically, you know how if you call a phone company, they make you sit there? Yeah, exactly. But I just don't understand why Amy wasn't able to delete the comments or anything. I mean, it was just like literally stuck in the chat. And the only thought we had was we thought it might have been somebody that hacked. Because it wouldn't let us delete it or anything. But then I got thinking, I was like, well, if they deleted the channel fast enough, maybe YouTube doesn't understand the fact that that comment is there. And that's why it's not letting you actually report it or delete it. Because the fact, as far as YouTube's concerned, that person don't exist, so there's no way they could have left a comment. It's 2:34. Yeah, I've been working all day doing electrical, so... Yeah, Anon, you could probably actually tell me a little bit more about how all that stuff works. Because, I mean, I'm good at some things. You know what I'm saying? And as far as the IP thing, I actually learned that from one of my friends. He worked for a company, and that was pretty much his job, was tracking people's IP address. And he said, yeah, you can go on Google and, you know, just type in IP checker or IP finder or whatever it was. I don't remember right now, but I gained 10 subs in 10 minutes. Did I really? No, I've had 214. Sub, I'm back. What's up, 3Logy? Oh. Guys, I hate to do this. Here in about 15 minutes, I'm cutting off here because, as you can tell, I'm getting kind of groggy. Like I said, I didn't sleep at all last night. Then I stayed up all day today working on her house. I was probably supposed to be there for about an hour or two. But unfortunately, the dum-dum didn't tell me that she wasn't going to be home until 4 o'clock. So I'm sitting there at 9 o'clock in the morning. What's up, Tosh Time? There we go. I'm posting that again so everybody can see it. That's Amy's latest video. She basically had somebody steal her identity on YouTube. If you have to get that one shared out to as many people as possible. So, we're trying to spread the word, basically. But it's good to see you in here, Tosh Time. I'm gonna smoke me a cigarette. Yes, I know I had to, by the way. Oh. I'm used to Amy being here, so I'm always the one that lights her cigarettes, so I pulled 2 cigarettes out. It's funny. Yeah, she went off with her daughter somewhere. I don't know where she went. I don't care. I'm just happy she's getting out of the house. Actually, we stopped at the gas station on the way home from my job where I was helping that lady fix her electrical, and you know, I figured I'd try to make her feel a little bit better, and I bought her I didn't buy her a dozen roses, but I bought her 3 of them, but they're the pink ones. They're, what do they call them? Peach, I believe it's called. Yeah, I work at Burger King, which is great. You know, it's great for basic money, but I also do electrical work on the side for people that need it, that can't afford to hire a professional, as you call it, a professional electrician to come in to do their electrical work. You know, because honestly, like the lady that I done her work, I had to rewire her entire house, and she got a quote from somebody, and they told her that her quote was almost $4,000, and I done it for $150. I told her, look, you buy all the materials and stuff, and I'll take care of it. Yeah, that's why I just kind of set my phone down. I end up bumping buttons all the time. Even worse when you put your phone in your back pocket, and then you pull your phone back out, and you done called like 12 people. Or even worse, you called one person that sat there long enough for you to call 12 people. No dislikes as far as I know. We got 12 watching and 10 likes. Or 11 likes, excuse me. Yeah, and I have a lot of people that is from the UK now. And then the other third of them is from the Philippines. I used to be a licensed electrician a few years ago, but like I said, I just stopped doing it because it wasn't really worth the money as far as the travel expenses, because they had me traveling way too far out to really make anything. That plus, with the company I worked with, they were taking a percentage off the top before I even got paid, so basically, doing it the way I'm doing it, I'm still getting paid the same as I was before. But the difference is I'm not paying somebody else just to give me the address. So, alright, Tosh Time, you have yourself a good night. And I can't wait to see your next video, too. And Jenna, Anon asked if you was in the UK. Well, Jenna, I say something, you gotta go. No, I'm just playing with you. You have yourself a good night. And I will definitely let Amy know that you all love her. Yeah, like I said, I have the third of them that's in the American side of everything, so... And tell your son I'm going to go watch his new video that he posted, because I seen he posted a new video that I haven't watched yet. Jenna, that is. Anon, she said she's from Liverpool. Jenna, at some point, because I know you do videos and everything. You need to drive around town and give us a tour of Liverpool. You know, don't show like your house or anything. Just show like the city. Because I've always wanted to visit there, and I've heard it's a very beautiful place. Me and Amy was... I would tell Anon to go around and film some stuff for us and everything. But I can't never get him to post anything on this channel. He's got another channel he does, but I don't know what that channel name is. I have to ask him sometime. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing a tour of where I live at, or at least the area. Because we're out here by Talladega National Forest, so we actually have a lot of different scenery that I could show, so... Tryon. Sounds familiar. I don't know, I have to think about that one. I think I know where it's at, but... I mean, you said it's got the largest cotton mill. Is that down there close to Phoenix City, Alabama? Because I know where Phoenix City is. And I know they got a big cotton mill down there, because that's where my aunts and uncles all live. That'd be awesome, Jenna. I'd appreciate that. Coffee! Yeah, I hear you on that one. I was thinking about making myself some coffee here for a little bit, but like I said, I think I'm going to sign off here in just a few seconds. Probably about another 5 minutes. We do not forget. We do not forgive. Alright, awesome. I'm just messing with you, hacker. Dang autocorrect is annoying. West Georgia. West Georgia. Okay, yeah, I know where you're at then. Because I lived, I should say. If you're close to Rome, then you know where Paulding County and all that stuff is too. Bye, everybody that's leaving. I see a lot of people leaving, but it's okay. Oh, my legs. Yeah, I lived in Paulding County and Douglasville and all those little areas there for most of my life. That's where I grew up. Yeah, I done laid on my leg so long and everything, my leg fell asleep. Laid on my hand so long earlier, my hand fell asleep. Yep. Yeah, like I said, I grew up there. Actually, that Waffle House that's right there in Paulding County in Hiram was one of my first jobs. Guys, I hate to do it, but I gotta hop off here. Staring at this screen and working all day without hardly any sleep. You can tell looking at me, I'm half asleep. But Amber, we'll have to talk some more about that later if you want to. Y'all have yourself a good night, everybody. I hope y'all enjoyed the stream, and this is Random Nation out. I'm gonna put I probably know what school he was remodeling, to be honest with you. Like I said, I'm going to put that link right there one last time. That way, if anybody hasn't seen it, they can go back and check it. There we go. But, y'all have a great night, great day, whatever it is. And this is Random Nation.